good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are connecting with me from. All right. So please, if you can hear me clearly, you just make a comment. Just make a comment. All right. Today's live, I'm going to be talking about the opportunities in the current market, how you can take them, why you should take those opportunities, and why you should also apply risk management. There is a lot that is happening right now in the market, and I want every one of you to pay very good attention, and you know, follow the market step by step. Yes, follow the market step by step because it's going to help you build wealth. Now, currently, the market is already trading. A lot of the stock are already trading below the intrinsic value. If you check the Nasdaq today, you see that many of the stock are currently down. Many of the stocks are currently down. So, but I need you to understand why the current market is an opportunity for you to build wealth. It is an opportunity for you to build wealth. And earlier you understand that the better for you to position yourself to take these chances. So if you're already in this live, do me one favor to just like it, help to also share it. You share it on your different platform, letting a lot of persons to take their opportunity to grow their portfolio and buy the stocks at this amazing opportunity that is there. Okay, so in the coming week, but before that, let me just share a few information about what is playing out right away. I'm using Nasdaq itself, the most advanced and most declining stocks that you can see. A lot of them, and then yes, many of these stocks. And then if you check the market the way it is, you see a lot of the stocks. Some of them are mostly declining, and but the most active ones, I'm going to be sharing with you why they are most active. And one of those most active stock right now is Nvidia. Yes. And then most active by dollar volume from my own choices and selections. I have Micron Technologies. Micron Technologies. I have Tesla. I have Nvidia. I have SPY. That is S&P 500. These are most stock right now that are already trading below their intrinsic value, and it is an opportunity for you to take them. So why I do this, I need you to download an app. I need many of you to just download an app. If you don't have it, try and download it. Download that is marketbeat.com. Marketbeat.com. Just download that particular app and make sure you are following what I'm going to be sharing with you right now. So I'm going to be analyzing a little bit of MU, that is Micron Technologies, and why I think that it is one of the best stocks that you can add to your radar right away. Yeah. So if you already built your portfolio and Probably your portfolio is somehow showing a lot of decline, a lot of decline. Let me stop this. Okay. So, yes. Now, many of you have bought some shares, and currently these shares are declining. Some portfolio are already like minus 50%, minus 30%, minus 70%. What does that mean? It means that the market forces currently and the trend, especially that of the Middle East crisis, is affecting this market, is affecting these stocks. And so you don't need to panic. Yes, please do me a favor. I can see it can be. I'm also seeing Tokyo, uh, Armenia. Yes, somebody is watching from Armenia. Yes, I love you. Thank you. Yeah, I can see many of you. Ikem BC. Hi, yeah. You can just help me. Just drop a like. Just drop a like as we follow this particular class right away. So today I'm going to be explaining why the market is the way it is, and some of the stocks that you need to buy at the moment, how to buy them, and at what price should you monitor them to buy them. At what price should you buy these stocks? Yes, you can see many of you. So just drop a like, and you can share it. You can make a comment if you have a question. If you want me to analyze a particular stock that you like or you want to buy, just drop it on the comment section. I will always attend to it and see how you can buy any of them. So right now, Micron Technologies, from the yes, from the analysis, yes, the consensus price target, because any stock you want to buy, there are things you need to watch before you step into those stocks. One is how many analysts are analyzing these particular stocks. When they analyze it, they should analyze it and give you the sell off ratio, the hold ratio, and also the buy ratio. So when you combine the number of analysts that is giving their own analysis ratings, you'll be able to know if the stock is at the buying stage or the holding stage or the selling stage. Right now, Micron Technologies is experiencing analysis of 37 great analysts from the Wall Street, and after the analysis, 34 has given their verdict to buy. They have given their verdict for you to buy this particular stocks, and only 3 is saying that you should hold on. You should hold on, don't buy yet, and all that, and 0 sell. So nobody is saying sell Micron Technologies. So now I'm going to go ahead and also check the price target to know if this stock is at the favorable time for us to buy it. Micron Technology. Awesome. You see, I'm using TradingView to also give some level of reviews about this particular stocks. So don't forget to share, don't forget to like this video. Right now, from the analysis, Micron Technology is at the right spot for you to buy. It's trading below the intrinsic value. And if I go ahead to check what is the intrinsic value of Micron Technologies, it's showing me right here from my analysis. Micron Technologies is trading below intrinsic value, and which is invariably 16% undervalued. 60% undervalued. And if you invest in any particular stock which is giving you 16% upside, it is great. But I'm telling you now that it's going to be beyond that 16% upside. Is beyond 16% upside. And so if I come back here on my market beat to share with us why this stock is what this stock is going to be from the forecasts, from the analyst forecasts. Currently is trading at $352.69, and the forecasts, the on the average, that is the intrinsic value of this stock is $466. That is 30% upside. And so if you understand the way the market works, last year, March through first and second week of April, there was this level of tariff saga between the US and China, when Donald Trump was every day was leashing out and doling out a lot of tariff on China. And so it affected the market because most of the big tech producers, like you have Tesla, you have that of Apple, you have Amazon, you have Nvidia. All these companies, they majorly produce most of their product from China. And so with that tariff saga, it affected the market so much. And so many of these stocks, in fact, they were beyond the level they are right now. Many of the stocks. And I give you a typical example, which is TerraWolf. TerraWolf in April, around April 9 or April 7, was trading around $3. I know I bought one of Wolf stock like last year at $3 plus, and today this stock is already trading around $14 to $15. That percent is more than 300% upside. This is another opportunity that have shown us for us to take that. This is another opportunity which I want you to take the chance and buy, big tech stocks, not just the penny stocks right now. Big tech stocks, a lot of them are trading below their intrinsic value. One of those stocks that you should add to your radar is Micron Technologies. Micron Technologies is one of the biggest company currently. In fact, the economic moat of Micron Technology when it comes to data storage is higher than any other company in the sector. You have SanDisk, you have some other stock that could just help and control the market the way it is and all that. You see, somebody just calling me. Let me see. All right, sorry for that call, a little break. So, like what I'm saying now, Micron Technology, you have SanDisk, you have some other company that is into data storage. But the Micron Technology today is building an amazing data storage, capacity that can help most of these companies that are building data centers, AI infrastructures. They need data storage facility, and Micron Technology is positioned to be able to satisfy the market. Do you understand? These are things that you must always look out for. And so if Micron at the moment is trading below intrinsic value, it means that by the time this crisis begin to die down, a lot of people, a lot of persons are going to be making millions from Micron Technologies. And the platform I share with most of my investors, mentees, students, and all of that are a platform that can help you to buy even fractional shares. You can buy fractional shares. You know, if the stock is the way it is, $352.69, you can even invest $50. You can invest 100. You can invest, 500 or 1,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, as the case may be. This is the best time to accumulate stocks, accumulate valuable companies. Do you get it? You accumulate valuable companies. So that is one of the stocks that I need you to add to your radar. And watch from now to June, you're going to see where these stocks are going to be. Another stock that you should add to your radar is Nvidia. Yes, I love Nvidia because right now is in fact, is the god of AI, is the god of the artificial intelligence industry. And right now, this stock is already trading below the intrinsic value. You understand me? It's trading below intrinsic value, and so it is important that you add such amazing company to your radar, because one is going to help you make, in fact, more than even. It's going to help you to make more than even by the time this situation comes down. So please, while you are still on this live, if you have any question to ask me, you drop it on the comment section. I will always attend to it. If you are already in my mentorship group, that is awesome, because I want those who are in my mentorship group to take this advantage and make sure you build on your portfolio, because these opportunities, they don't always come by, so that is that. So now Nvidia is trading $166.59, $166.59, and the forecast, the intrinsic value is $275. That is approximately 64% upside. It is trading 54% undervalued. Nvidia is a big company, and so by the time it moves, it's going to move beyond what you can control. And so add this particular company into your radar. Don't forget that is the giant of AI. Currently is the giant of AI. And I want to also remind you that I think that was last year, 2025, Nvidia went to the Asian country and then partnered with the richest man in Asia, that is Adani, from India, to build data centers in India. That is a magnificent, a major investment. And by the time they start reaping this investment, you that is an investor, you that have already, pinned down your money with Nvidia, you are going to make a large, growth when it comes to how you invest. This is important, and I want you to consider that. I want you to add that to your radar. I think last 2023, many of my followers, many of my investors, they were eyeing these big tech companies to buy them, but because of the prices at that time, many could not buy. Many could not buy because of the price. This is that opportunity you have been waiting for. You want to buy valuable company, valuable stocks at a cheaper price. This is that opportunity that you have been waiting for. And don't forget, we apply the method and the strategy of Warren Buffett, because he's the god. In fact, he's the one who invented the value investing strategy, such that as an investor, you buy below intrinsic value. Once a stock is forecasted, or the consensus rating is $3, and at the moment the stock is not trading $1.17, it means it's trading below the intrinsic value, because the fair value is $3, but now it's trading $1.17 or 16 cents. You are buying it at a cheaper rate. So it's an opportunity to accumulate a large sum of that stock, because once you move up, you're already in profit. That is strategic, and that is wisdom. That is wisdom, and that's why I'm bringing all this to you. So I haven't added that. Another stock that you add to your radar is Palantir. Yes, Palantir is another stock that you should add to your radar. Don't just, whatever I'm telling you, you can go ahead and also make your research, but as an analyst and as a technical investor, these are things that I've already done for the past 5 months, monitoring these stocks and then come up with what you need to build on your portfolio. It is important for you to take this opportunity. And another stock that I have on my list is Netflix. Netflix, of course, in the past, I think that was since 2025 when Netflix was already bidding to buy Warner Brothers. He wanted to buy Warner Brothers, and the tussle was between Netflix and Paramount. And so in November 17th, when Netflix, they splitted their stock price from 10 to 1 split, that brought Netflix stock price to almost $70, almost $70. And a lot of persons were skeptical because as at that time, after the split, the stock started going down. It started declining because of the tussle. And at the end of the day, in February, Netflix decided to yield to Paramount to buy the stock, and then they left the company. And now Netflix is trying to build back to their glory price because it's a very well structured company. Today, Netflix is the biggest, in fact, it's the largest company in the streaming industry. No one can compete. In fact, they have competitors, but it's already controlling above 70% of the streaming industry. Very well structured, And so, if I want to bet my money, if I want to bet my investment, I will bet it on companies like Netflix. So for among all the stocks that I've just listed for you, you see many of them are in different sectors. You have AI, you have data storage, you have defense, of course. Palantir is also in AI, but in defense. You now have on entertainment, on streaming industry, that is, Netflix. These are how you structure your company and also avoid risk when you are investing. And it's important because for me, I don't just put all my eggs in one basket. You diversify your investment. And so for all of you who are in my mentorship group, I need you to understand how this thing works. So if I'm already managing your portfolio, you don't need to worry because we already know what to do, when to recycle, when to reshuffle the stock, the portfolio, sell some stocks, and then take higher opportunities. That is how we run investment. But for you who want to do it by yourself, you just need to apply some level of risk management. It's not always easy for a beginner to start playing with your money. Of course, it depends on the amount that you want to risk. You want to risk in order to build wealth. These are important. And I'm adding another stock to the radar that you cannot. In fact, I have 2 stock more or 3 that you need to add to your radar. One of them is Tesla. In fact, Tesla is a darling in the market today. It's a darling in the market today. Tesla have just declared that it want to build the biggest semiconductor, in US, that is in Austin, and so once it does that, and it want to build it such that both the structure, the designs, everything, both the chips, everything is going to be built within one factory. And once it does that, it's going to skyrocket, in fact, most of the stock price. So you that want to buy any of these stocks, already they are selling below the prices that they used to be. And again, we are expecting the IPO of XAI because Elon Musk is trying to, in fact, he has decided to put the 3 of his biggest company into one, which is you have the Grok, you have the SpaceX, you also have which other stock, which other company is that? So I will remember why in the course of this. And so, and the X, yes, putting the three companies into one for you to buy. All right, so someone is okay. This is Ikem BC. You want me to analyze? You want this is okay. I've seen that. Please analyze the above stock. All right, I've seen that. Okay, when it comes to, okay, let me check one other person that is asking. Good evening, boss. Please, you didn't drop the form the last meeting we requested regarding how to use. Okay, market beat in analyzing a stock. Okay. If you, I will try and drop that. Yes, I mentioned Palantir, I mentioned Netflix, okay, I mentioned Tesla. Thank you, the blessed Hope. Yes, thank you for helping me writing this thing out. I can see James Boniface. Yes, so you guys are really awesome. I love every one of you. Okay, so let me start with Sandhunt. Yes, because EKBC is asking for analysis of a Sandhunt. Now, Sandhunt currently is trading below, in fact, far below the intrinsic value. And if you already have that stock, you just, okay, let me just go ahead. Sandhunt is a valuable company. One is that because of the way the AI industry is working, like I said, Sandhunt is already building some system, some AI system that is going to be built on automobile, hotels, eateries, different sectors of the economy. And so at this stage where they are building, it's an opportunity to take up on this stock. And now Sandhunt is trading below the intrinsic value, showing a very strong buy momentum. If you want to buy Sandhunt, this is the best time to buy. It's already trading $5.90. I know a lot of persons who bought this stock when it was almost $18, $17, $15, and all that. Now it is below the level at the moment. And so let me check the intrinsic value so that we understand the price. Okay, sound. So please, like I always say, don't buy stock by emotion. If you really want to invest, always be objective. Follow my analysis. You can send a message or you just join my mentorship class. Now, Sandhunt is 59% undervalued. That is an amazing opportunity for a stock investor to buy. Trading 59.7% undervalued. Imagine you buy this stock right now and you're able to accumulate like 100 units of these stocks, and then it meet up that 59%. It means you are making 59% upside plus 59%. So these are opportunities that you need to take. So don't waste time. So Ikems BC, that stock is ripe for you to buy. Yes, it's ripe for you to buy. I bought this stock like 2 years ago, and of course I've sold it. I don't have it on my list. In fact, it's not even in my top 15 best stocks to buy now. So, but then it's a valuable stock to buy because the intrinsic value is $14 plus 14.63 cent, $14.63. That is the intrinsic value. Of course, by the time the market stabilizes and then the consolidation is strong enough, this stock is going to beat that price and then hit like 15, 17, 20, and then $23. So these are things that you must always consider while you are buying stock. All right, I have Facebook Meta. I have Meta platforms. Meta platform. A lot of persons are already asking what is happening. Why is Facebook dropping price like this? It's just obvious that Facebook is dropping price. Yes, it is dropping price. If you have heard in the past few weeks, or few days, Facebook has been taken to court. It, in fact, is currently struggling with litigation of $6 million. $6 million about privacy and all that. It is not only Facebook, there are other companies also, but because of that singular act, because of that court injunction going through that court processes, investors are becoming skeptical, and that is why there has been more of sales of Facebook stocks than buying. And so when the market, when there is fear in the market, when there is blood in the street, that is when you, who is a value investor, steps in to buy most of the stocks. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody confuse you that when the stock price is going down, you should sell off your stock. You can only sell off your stock if you have bought the stock at a very cheaper rate. If you have bought the stock, for instance, you bought Facebook when it was like $300, or when it was $77 in 2022, Facebook was trading $77. And so if you have bought it then, you can sell because you have already made more than 200%. Do you understand? You could sell because it's okay for you to sell because you were already in profit. But for you who is just coming into the market and you are thinking of how to buy valuable companies, Facebook is one of them. And the price that it is trading at the moment is the best price to buy Facebook. Do you understand? It's the best time to buy it. So because Facebook, the consensus price for Facebook is $846.63, meaning that at the price that Facebook is right now, if it comes to this intrinsic value, that would have given you 61% upside. 61% upside. And so if I go ahead and check the forecast, the forecast for the purchase and all that, let's know if Facebook is showing us a strong buy. Yes, from the analysts, from the number of analysts that worked on Facebook, over 50 analysts, 43 analysts are giving strong buy. Why only 7 is saying you should hold on to the prices? It is don't buy yet. Only 0 is saying sell. Nobody is saying that you should sell Facebook. So even if you bought Facebook at $1 or $7 or $77 or $100, don't sell. Hold that stock because it's going to hit $1,000 before the split. And once they split, Facebook is a well-structured company. In fact, I've tagged this 2026 a year of accumulating valuable stocks, valuable companies, because they are cheap at the moment. So you too should take that opportunity to build wealth for yourself. And I give you this before we close this section. Building wealth is important. And don't build wealth by emotion. Just try to understand the way the market works. Try to follow the analysis. Try to read about the earnings report of a company so that you know what they are investing into, what they are expected to achieve in the near term or in the long term. These are very important. And right now, Facebook and even its counterparts, they are already building their own data centers, building their own AI, infrastructure to control the market and not be, outsourcing most of the services that they render. These are important for you. And so I have another stock again, which is AVGO. I love AVGO. I bought this company, I think that was 2023. This is going to 6 years when AVGO was already trading like $2,000. And then when they splitted, it was amazing for me to buy this stock. And right now, it's trading at the barest current price, which is around $300. Around $300. This is a stock that was this is a stock that was already trading AVGO. AVGO, okay. I want to know. Yes, AVGO is currently trading 300, in fact 298 dollars, because this is after the market closed on Friday. There is still some activities going on in the market, even though the market will open tomorrow, which is Monday. And so the consensus price target for AVGO is $435, and now it is $298. That is 44% upside. So you have the opportunity to hit that price target. And so from the average here, what I'm seeing, what I have on my average from the that is trading view is approximately $470, and now it's trading, it's trading $298. And so there are more opportunities for you to take when it comes to companies like this. And for me, like I said, it is a moment to begin to invest into semiconductors, into AI data centers, into chips, into complete artificial intelligence. And so you have the data storage, and you also have the generation of power, because now most of these data centers, they need constant power supply. And so they can't build a data center, they can't build AI infrastructure without considering that power supply. Do you get it? So all these are one of the things that you must consider. So I'm going to answer okay. Ose Blessing is asking about using MarketBeat to analyze the stock. Okay, on MarketBeat, there are a few things that you need to understand about the MarketBeat. The MarketBeat has a paid version. So if you are not using the paid version, the free version will only give you like 7 days, as the case may be, and the access or the features that you can use will be limited. Yes, it will be limited. And so for the few ones that you can use, you have the stock analysis, you have the analyst forecast. The analyst forecast, once you tap on the search bar, you put the symbol of the stock that you are buying. For instance, I am putting let's say I'm putting Netflix, NFLX. Yes, I'm just typing into the search bar that is with the symbol. And so once you do that, you just scroll down, you'll be able to see the extended trading time if the market is already closed. Like today, the market is closed, so you'll be able to see the extended time and also see the price which it was when the market closed the previous market day. Do you understand? And now from my own end, I'm seeing the market closed on Friday when Netflix was trading $93.43 when the market closed. But after the closing time, the extended hour, which is not active for investors or traders to be able to access, is now $92, showing you that the stock price has dropped when the market closed. And don't forget that most time Fridays, once the market closes, it actually creates some level of dip, because there's no activities. A lot of people collect money to just spend within the weekend. Then on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, you see a lot of investors coming back to the market to start buying. It creates a momentum for purchase. And so I haven't checked that. The next thing you also check is the analyst forecasts. Analyst forecast. On the analyst forecast, you'll be able to see the consensus price target. When you just click on the analyst forecast, you see the moderate buy. From the moderate buy, you will see the buy, the number of analysts that is saying that this stock is projected to be purchased, and then you see the number of hold and the sell. Do you understand that? Now from the right hand, you see the chart, how it's showing you the lowest price, and now Netflix is already trading below the lowest price because it's $92, and the lowest price is consensus price target is 95, meaning that this stock is still trading far below the intrinsic value. While you do that, you can still go to your trading view to also check the normal price and then see NFLX. Yes, I want to see. All right, over here now, I can now see the average price of Netflix is showing me on my trading view to be $113, and now it's trading $92. Yes, it's trading $92, and then it's also projected to be purchased strong buy. When you see any stock that is showing you strong buy, it means that it is far below the intrinsic value. Do you understand that? And so for me, I'll come back here, and then you see the average price for it is still that 113 or 114, as the case may be, but on the highest level is projected to be 151. So buying it at 92 is still one of the best time to buy Netflix. So haven't checked all that. You can still scroll down and also see if it's projected to be bought strongly. You see two analysts is saying that this stock is rated strong buy, and then by 35 analysts showing you to get all this. You can also read the ownership. You check the now from the ownership, there's one thing I want to show you all from the ownership of Netflix. The ownership of Netflix. Go ahead and check the institutional outflows. Institutional outflows and also institutional inflows. Inflows means that those who are buying, and then the outflow is how many the institutions, if institutions are selling off the company stock, and then the institutional sellers from the number of sellers who have just sold that gave the institutional outflows. You understand? And so for me, Netflix is still currently 80% owned by institution. That is investors' confidence. Who and who is investing in this particular company? Is it just individuals or institutions? Institution has to do with like BlackRock. You have Vanguard. These are companies that are well known in the world. BlackRock is one of the largest asset managers in the world today. So if such company is investing in Netflix, it creates investors' confidence. And so for me, I will put my money there because a lot of investors are also buying that particular company. If you are already in my mentorship class, these are values that you get. So whenever because I take my time, it's not every time that I do this. Many of you will be expecting that every now and then we want to be doing analysis. It's not like that. We take time to understudy a particular company before we come up and say, okay, this company is ripe for purchase, it's ripe for you to trade, it's ripe for you to invest for a short term or a long term. These stocks that I've just mentioned for you right now, all of them are best stocks for long term. But for those who do intraday trading, if you are doing intraday trading, Tesla is good for you because Tesla is a meme stock. Meme stocks are those stocks that they can go up, they can come down almost within minutes. 5 minutes of trade or 10 minutes, 30 minutes. All these are meme stocks. And so Tesla is one of those stocks that can make you million at the moment, because it can move like 10% upside and then also drop. As it goes up, it comes up. So for those of us who do the trading, we target it, because one, we use large sum to do all those trading. You don't come and put $2 and expect that once it goes 10%, you have made money. All those are just plays. So if you want to trade on Netflix, Tesla, you want to trade intraday trade, put like $10,000, $20,000, be able to buy a large sum of Netflix. And so there are most of my investors who use the option trade. Option trade is 100 unit of a stock in one purchase. 100 units. For instance, you want to buy Netflix and you want to option it. Optioning means that 100 units of Netflix at a particular price is what you are buying. So you set your price. You can set it for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. So it depends on how. However, it's for those who are not in Africa. If you are not in Africa, you are in China, you are in US, UK, Canada, all these ones, you can do option trade. But if you are in Africa, most of these platforms you are restricted from using those options to be able to trade. So that is what we have today. On this note, I want to appreciate every one of you that have stood by and followed this class. So if you have a personal one-on-one question you want to ask me, chat me on my WhatsApp. You can check any of my video on my bio. You will see my WhatsApp link. You can send me a message on WhatsApp on how to manage your portfolio. If you want us to manage your portfolio, help you make more money, of course, so that you can understand the terms and conditions that we follow. You also want a guide on a particular stock. You want a one-on-one analysis on a particular stock, or you want me to monitor a stock for you for a period of time to give you that suggestive advice on when to buy it or when to sell or when to hold, just hit me up on the WhatsApp link on my bio. And again, don't forget to share the video. I've just saw only 3% that is liking this video. Just everyone, just try to like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's just the first time you are watching, try and subscribe for a greater value. Yes, try and subscribe for a greater value. I want to appreciate every one of you for watching this video. In fact, you made it there. Without you, my work on this platform would not be achievable. So we share knowledge. So that is why you need to help me. Whatever you want me to do, I will always be here to guide you through on that. On this note, I want to say bye-bye, everyone. Good night.